Hello, my friend. In this meditation, we are going to notice thoughts as they arise, name them either generally by whispering inwardly the word thinking, or more specifically, if you can notice the type of thought, such as planning or worrying or fixing or trying to change something, whatever it may be for you. If you want to bring in specificity, you're welcome to. And each time that we name thinking or a thinking pattern, we're just going to come back to the breath and the body. And each time that we do that, we're creating space from our thoughts so that we don't get carried away from them. So I'm going to invite you now to close your eyes, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Take another big deep breath just like that, breathing in through the nose, letting it out, softening the belly, starting to arrive into an energy of mindfulness. So getting curious, becoming receptive, noticing what's happening here in the present moment as you start to turn your attention into the body. So feeling yourself sitting here, laying here, and just noticing what it feels like to be in a body in this moment. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to do anything. You're more just receiving what's here, receiving the sensations, the shape of the body. Noticing and receiving the temperature of the body. To the best of your ability, dropping any need to judge or try to change. Whatever's here, just welcoming it. And noticing the weight of the body, feeling the way the body presses up against the surface beneath you, feeling those points of contact. Starting to feel more grounded, rooted in the present moment. Arriving here. Starting to notice yourself breathing. If it's helpful, you can put a hand on your stomach just to more easily connect with the movement of the breath as the stomach and the diaphragm expands on the in-breath and contracts, relaxes on the out-breath. Just starting to ride this wave. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try to breathe. Just going to let your body breathe itself. And noticing the fullness of the inhale. Noticing the fullness of the exhale. And so here your attention should start to anchor into the experience, the felt sensations of the body, of being in a body, being in this body, and the body breathing. This is our HQ, where we will return to each time we get lost in thought. And so staying here one breath at a time. And anytime you notice that you have started to think, or that thinking has pulled your attention away from the breath and the body, you're just going to gently name that. So it's like a little whisper inwardly. And notice the tone that I use. And try to model this, try to mimic this yourself. Ah, thinking. Not a, fuck, I'm thinking again. How did I screw this up? We're not judging, we're not criticizing. There's an objectivity, there's a gentleness in noticing, oh, thinking, and coming back to the breath, coming back to the body. Or perhaps if you notice more specifically the type of thought, you might note, oh, planning. Oh, there's regret again, or rumination about this particular circumstance. You can note as generally or as specifically as you'd like. And then come back to this breath and this moment. Checking in now, noticing where your attention is. If it's drifted up into the thinking mind, just noting that thinking and coming back to the present moment, coming back to this breath, this moment, this body. Checking in, noticing where your attention is. Perhaps it's gotten carried away in thought and you didn't even notice, and that's okay. Let this be your reminder. Now you get to consciously choose to let the thought go, let it carry on. Just noting, oh, thinking, and coming back to the breath and the body. And noticing what's happening, noting any thinking that's occurring, coming back. Checking in if there's thinking happening that's pulled your attention, noting that gently, lovingly, and just returning to the breath and starting again. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And one last time, noticing where your attention is. If it's drifted into thoughts, just noting that. Coming back to the breath, coming back to the body. And now starting to expand your awareness, opening your attention back up, feeling the whole body sitting here, laying here, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just take a few moments to slowly move back into the world around you. And know that this practice is available to you throughout your daily life. When you are lost in thought and you notice that, you can just gently name, oh, thinking, oh, obsession, oh, worry, or regret, whatever it may be, excitement, joy. There can be positive thoughts too that can be very engulfing. And just creating some space and coming back to the present moment, coming back to an anchor, what you're focusing on in front of you or your body or your breath. And just knowing that you're not aiming for perfection here. You'll never do it enough times. It's not really meant to stop thinking. What you're doing here is creating space so that your thoughts can start to come and go on their own, and we can feel a little less absorbed and ruled by them. And with practice, if you start to practice this meditation and try this out in daily life, you'll notice that thoughts don't have such an intense charge and pull with them. And this happens over time, of course. So if you weren't able to experience that today, now, that's okay. And I encourage you to give this another go and start to incorporate it into your daily life. If you do a lot of thinking, like we all do, and it feels kind of obnoxious at times, this will create a lot more ease in your life. Okay, lots of love. Thanks for listening.